You're watching the Daily Market Comment by Rafi Boyadjian here at XM.com. I'm Cristina Marujos. WTI oil futures are on track for a second day of hefty losses as the commodity remains heavily pressured after the biggest oil exchange traded fund yesterday said it plans to sell all its WTI contracts for June delivery. WTI's losses over the past 2 days now stand at about 37%, while Brent crude is down a more moderate 12%. With the recently announced output cuts by major oil-producing countries not going anywhere near far enough to compensate for the slump in demand, it's more likely that it will be the struggling U.S. shale producers going out of business that help in rebalancing the market than the decision of OPEC and its friends, or the baby steps being deployed to end the lockdowns. Gold was also seeing red on Tuesday, extending its slide into a third day and slipping below the $1,700 announced level as risk appetite recovers on expectations that the lockdowns that have paralyzed much of the global economy will soon be lifted. With a number of new virus cases appearing to have peaked in most of Europe and possibly in the United States as well, many jurisdictions are now moving towards removing some of the restrictions, allowing some small businesses and factories to open their doors for the first time in weeks. This optimism has driven U.S. stocks to record their best month in decades as the S&P 500 is on track to end April up more than 11%. However, it was somewhat of a mixed picture on Tuesday in Asia, and European and U.S. stock futures were only marginally higher as traders were slightly cautious ahead of key policy meetings this week. It was relatively quiet in currency markets, with the U.S. dollar edging lower as the risk-on mood prodded the pound and the Australian dollar higher. The euro was up too, but only slightly, as investors await the European Central Bank's decision on Thursday on whether additional stimulus is on the way. The loonie was surprisingly steady. However, the New Zealand dollar bucked the trend to briefly tumble below the key $0.60 level on growing speculation about whether the Reserve Bank of New Zealand will cut rates to negative territory. Thank you for watching today's Daily Market Comment here at XM.com.